Sheriff Stephen J. Oh, hi, Mr. Dill. Al, before you ask, no, we don't have any food prepared here right now. Matter of fact, I just got back from the world up above to the wheel of time that I got back just in time for the children's corner. When I'm sitting around with my homework all done and there's nothing to do, I call all of my friends, they don't answer the phone. Where have they gone to? Where do you go?
We're gonna go to the children's corner. Where do you go? We're gonna go to the children's corner. Where do you go? We're gonna go to the children's corner. Where do you go?
Hey, Mr. Dill. Here's an article you might be interested in. It's called The Chuck Wagon. Cornbread with Yeast. From an 1800s cookbook. Yeah, it's an illustration of it in here. Looks pretty good for an illustration. It's pretty spectacular.
Sheriff, you don't have to spell it and define it for me. I think I know what it means. I'm just hungry.
Come on, Mr. Dill. You know that's the letter chef's job to spell and define words. Not my job. I'm the sheriff. I fight crime and chase Black Bart and do some musical stuff here and there. But now that you mention it, I do spell and define letter chef words of interest every so often. And this is a letter chef word of interest. Spectacular. 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 Yeah. It means beautiful in a dramatic and eye-catching way. Spectacular. Yeah, it looks pretty spectacular, I gotta say. And it's making me kind of hungry. And today's Thursday, and letter chef Stephanie said she'd drop by today and make us something to eat. And it's after that time, the eating time, and she's not here.
Sheriff, I hate to bust your bubble, but today is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday? Oh, man. Well, that's gonna change plans a little bit for the day now, isn't it? Well, maybe I'll head on over to the cave of time and spin the wheel of time, and I'll go into the world up above and eat up there. There's plenty of places to eat in the world up above. But before I do that, I got me a hankering to read a story. And I got a book right here, just by chance. And it's your favorite. The Slouch in the Couch.
Oh, no, Sheriff, I've heard that story 1,000 times. I'm just hungry. Please, I only want something to eat.
Yeah. Fine. Boy, you're getting grumpier the older you get. Fine, I won't read the book. There. Are you happy? You got your way. Oh, but I haven't done this in a while. I was talking about being musical from time to time. I feel like that's one of those times right now. And there's a song I haven't played in a very, very long time. Let's see if I can remember it. Let's see. Okay, I think I got it. This is called the Slouch Theme Song. That's because this is the story of the Slouch in the Couch. So no, I'm not going to read you the book, but I'm going to sing you the song, and it's the story of the book.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, I'll count it off. Try to contain your excitement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax while I tell you a strange and different story that happened on a Saturday. I had been lazy, weekend homework drives me crazy, and the night before I said, no way. My mom had a shop. I opened a pop. She said, son, you can play when your homework is done. Then she left, and I sat there just a-thinking, with the house just cracking and a squeaking, with a stack of all my school books by my side. I started looking all around as I heard a funny sound, a sound I never heard before. The couch started shaking, the noise it kept a-making, the cushions threw me to the floor. From the couch there grew two red fuzzy ears. They were glued to a head on a creature so weird. From the couch, it jumped onto the table with a pink bag and a rare was its side label. It spoke, it said, "I'm a slouch, what's there to eat?" Slouch in the couch, slouch in the couch, slouch in the couch, slouch in the couch. It grabbed my books, out the door it went running. I yelled, "Come back, slouch, I wasn't funnin'." It laughed, saying, "Unfinished homework tastes best, it's true." In the house right next to me lived my friend Mildred McGee. She saw the slouch and gave out a yelp. I screamed to Millie, "Help me please, you know I never tease. There's a slouch out here, I need your help." She joined in the chase. We ran all over the place. The pink bag he dropped. Millie and I, we both stopped. The bag opened, a creature did appear. It said, "I'll help catch that slouch, don't fear. I'm Grok 1, my Groks and I will get the job done." Slouch in the couch, slouch in the couch, slouch in the couch. He called his Crocs up to 194. They caught that slouch in a furniture store. It was a sight. Now weekend homework is done Friday night. There it is. Oh, hi there, everybody. And welcome to the town of the Children's Corner, located in the world of the magical couch. I'm Sheriff Stephen J., the Sheriff of Slouch County. And you've caught me here in the Cave of Time. Actually, you followed me into the Cave of Time, it looks like. And here's a Wheel of Time. And the Wheel of Time will take me into the world up above, or actually any place on this wheel here. You just put the wheel where you want you to go, like 1300s, right there. And then you give it a spin, and it'll take you to the 1300s. In this case, we want to go to the world up above, so it's going to go like that. Just like that. Now, to get back, I don't know if any of you out there have joined me before, but you have to memorize one thing, and that's this plaque on the wall, right over here. It says, "If you want to come back, heed this message and learn. 3 times click your heels, and then say return." You know, when I first went through the Cave of Time, or the Wheel of Time here in the Cave of Time, I kind of forgot that. And it took me a while to remember it. And I was kind of stuck up there for a while. 1, 2, 3. Go back. That wasn't it. 1, 2, 3. Good old days. Magical couch. I'll get this. 1, 2. Susan? But luckily, I was with somebody up there that was really nice, and they kind of gave me coffee and gave me food, and anyway, they took care of me until I could remember the right thing. Boy, my heels were sore that day. So what do you say we go on up there? By the way, I'm going up there to get something to eat. So come and join me if you like. There's a lot of great places to eat in the world up above. I've been to a few of those places in the past. I remember the time I went up there and had a sandwich, had pizza. But the sandwich one is what I'm kind of have a hankering for today. Sandwich, yeah.
This right here is Thousand Island dressing.
Thousand Island dressing.
Yes.
I like Thousand Island dressing.
No Reuben is complete without it. We're going to put some of that on. Next comes the Swiss cheese.
You know, the bread looks pretty fresh.
Next we're going to get our turkey.
Looking even better because I'm pretty hungry.
We don't serve small portions here at the general store. Now I need sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut.
Must have sauerkraut for a Reuben sandwich.
Oh yeah, look at that.
All right, our sandwich is made. We're gonna
good.
put the lid on it,
Alright, okay.
and then we're gonna put some butter on it. On this side, we get it covered nice with butter. Make sure we get it all over the sandwich. And then we're gonna throw it on our grill to grill it.
But we'll see. Oh, there's a handle on this thing too, I always forget about. Alright, let's do it. Whoa!
I'm over here, Bob.
Bob. I'm not Bob.
Oh, you're not Bob.
Yeah, I'm Sheriff Stephen G. and you are?
Ron Cowan.
Ron Cowan, how you doing?
Uh,
Yeah,
good.
you know, I was walking by. I'm looking for a
This
place
a real
to eat. I'm
badge
pretty
here?
hungry. What?
This a real sheriff's badge?
Yeah, where I come from. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
You know,
It's kind of hokey.
what?
But shiny.
In the world of the magical couch, the town of the children's corner. Perhaps you've heard of it. Sound familiar?
Oh, yes, I have heard of that.
Really?
Yeah. Stephen J.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sheriff Stephen J.
Ron Cowan.
Ron Cowan. You've never heard of it, have you?
No,
I didn't think so. So listen, what is this totem pole thing over here? It kind of made me jump a little bit with that face on it.
Yep. That's Antonio. He's the first one I ever did.
Well, Antonio is, no, it's a nice face. I'm not saying it's creepy or anything, but it did make me
It's
jump.
a little bit startling. Well, you just landed at the home of the wooden faces. I'm the man who carves the wooden faces.
The home of the wooden faces.
Yeah,
Really?
you made it.
Never heard of it.
Oh,
But it's very interesting. You got a lot of
Yeah.
faces around here. You got,
that's all I do these days, is do these faces.
they're everywhere.
Yep, they're everywhere. Across the street, down the road.
So what do you carve these? Are just ordinary trees?
Yeah, I could go and do a tree right on your property if you have one, or you can just buy one of mine that I've already done, and it just stands up by itself on a pipe.
So people have commissioned you to actually go to their house and carve
Oh yes, yeah.
the trees.
I come and do that right there.
Now, what kind of wood do you carve them on?
Oh, I use any kind of wood. Depends on what they've got in their yard if I'm going to go and do it there, but I carve in all kinds of wood.
And you live here.
I live right here, yeah.
And how many acres do you
And
have?
I've got like 13 acres that I can wander around and put a face in a tree or take a piece off the ground. And
Have you gone around your property and carved faces into all your trees? Or?
not all of them yet.
But you're working on it.
I'm going to leave them all carved though. Yeah, I'm hoping to do
Interesting.
1,000 before I die.
1,000.
Yeah.
How many do you have now?
I kind of lost track. I'm hoping by losing track I'll keep living because I haven't reached my goal yet, but
Okay, but you have any idea how many? 10,
maybe.
20?
I must have done 100, 150 of them over the course of
Oh,
all these years.
well, that's a little dent in 1,000. You're on your
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, I can go to any corner I want and just start my chainsaw and put a face in there.
Your chainsaw.
Yep, my chainsaw.
Okay, now,
Favorite.
you're getting ahead of me here. Chainsaw.
Oh.
I was going to ask you what kind of knife you use to carve these.
Oh, I haven't used a knife in a long time. I use real aggressive tools like a chainsaw and disc grinder with 24 grit sanding discs and just,
Well, how do you do it with a chainsaw? I don't understand that.
it's my favorite tool. It's a real fluid tool and it can remove wood in a flash.
Yeah, but you have these faces are pretty distinct and pretty,
Well, this-
detailed. And how do you do it with a chainsaw?
I get about 70% with a chainsaw and then I get to the detail with the finer work.
What kind of wood do you prefer?
I don't really have a favorite because if I'm working with color, Then I like to work with cedar for a while, they're bright faces, and then I'll move off to a walnut or a darker wood, a cherry, and get different expressions coming at me. So I
Well,
like to move around.
It's
on
pretty
that.
fascinating. You got all these faces everywhere.
There's an old oak pylon right there. That was a tree.
Pylons, you know,
Yeah.
for docks. So you
Yep.
get old docks and you carve
Yeah,
them.
I'm always looking for old dock pylons.
Does a tree have to be dead for you to carve something?
No, I go out and I carve them in your live tree, and then it just grows a wound collar around my work and goes on.
A wound collar.
Yeah, just seals itself up. So this is the wound collar here. This is a pine tree, and I don't know how old it is, but it was fairly old. And so when I made my cuts here to put these 4 faces in, then I was out here when I was cutting. I cut there and then out to here. You can kind of see across. Then the tree with its sap comes down and it heals over my work and seals the tree back up, and then it goes on and lives. And then my work just stays here as long as the tree's alive, and also in its demise. So you've seen an old maple tree that lost a limb, has a nice smooth collar around where the limb was.
Yes.
That's what it does to my work.
Well, why do you have these 2 pieces of wood out here?
Well,
right
I'm trying to decide today what wood I'm going to use on the sculpture I want to work on today, and I'm thinking this is pear wood off my old pear tree. This is cherry, and the other thing is the smile itself. So I have a face now that's intact. It's expressing itself by pushing and pulling muscles around, and now I'm seeing what I've got to do to create that stifled smile. I know I got to grab this because it's connected to the ear and pull it back. I sell them. I do a couple of big shows a year that I like to go to, and I'll take 35, 45 of my pieces and set them up into what I refer to as gatherings, and then the people come and they get amongst them, and then it's one big gathering. I call them freestanding inspirationals, where I drill a hole in the bottom so I stand on a pipe, and then they can't get off their center of gravity and they'll stand. And then the face is just inspirational, whatever I was feeling and that chainsaw was feeling that day.
And you're going to actually do something today.
Today's the day.
Today's the day.
Yeah, I'm going to have a muse.
Amuse.
Yeah.
I know what that means.
Ah,
I won't go there.
Ah.
But yeah, amuse. Well, this is pretty amusing, I have to say.
well said.
Well said. How long have you been carving these faces?
I've been working on these faces about 40 years.
And what gave you the inspiration to start carving these faces?
I often wondered that, but I traced it back to when it was a recurring dream that I had.
A dream.
A dream that I had.
You're kidding me.
That
A
recurred.
dream?
Yeah, it was in a dream.
What a dream.
Yeah, and it was a really in color, and it was there was a knoll and a dip, and then I was on a knoll, and then this line of people came down the knoll, disappeared, and then walked up across me and walked by the right. And as they came by, each face I could see it as clear as yours. And I had that dream at least 4 times, I remember, maybe 5, over the course of the next maybe 10, 15 years.
A dream. Tell me about these masks.
Well, I've been a weaver for about 50 years, and I had a dream one night, and in the dream I was given one of these masks, and I was shown how to weave the mask and told that it was going to help other people.
You all right?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I
I'm
was
sorry,
reminiscing. The dream thing, you remind me of somebody.
Oh,
It came to you in a dream.
in a dream.
What's the chance of me finding 2 people that they started stuff in a dream?
Well, I'm going to carve a tree today. I've got my gas tank is full on the chainsaw, and I picked out an oak pylon that I want to work
An oak
today.
pylon. You know, I would love to watch you carve out an oak pylon,
Yeah.
but it's kind of windy. It's windy out there today, and I don't know.
Well, it's a good day for me because it blows the sawdust away from me. 'Cause
Cool,
I
too.
work outside a lot because of my tools and the sawdust and
Can you just explain it to me?
oh well.
I tell you, you're gonna do it. Let's suppose we're out there right now,
Yeah.
and you're gonna get ready to do it. And I don't know. How do you start?
Well, the pylon starts out at about 38 feet, all of them, and I'm going to cut off about maybe a 7-foot section. Then I'm going to kind of stand it up, and I'm going to stand back and look at it. I'll prop it up and see if I can see anything that suggests to me that there's a human in there. and whether it's a lean, a list, a turn of the head, or a bump, or anything.
Right.
And then I'm going to lay it down at an angle, and I'm going to grab my little chainsaw, and I'm just going to start cutting. I do portraits, or I'll go to their house and just do, you know, they'll have me do whatever I see in the tree.
So you could do a Stephen J.
I could do a Stephen
with
J.
a hat and everything.
With a hat and everything.
Ooh, I like
Yeah,
that.
I might have to add the hat. Yeah, I could do that.
You're talented.
It might break my saw, though.
Oh,
I
it's-
don't know.
You know what? There's always a comedian. Always a comedian.
I'm-
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
But anyway, well, you know what? It's great meeting you.
Okay, well.
Thanks for taking
well,
some
thanks
time and
for,
telling me what
yeah.
you do here.
Well, thanks for interrupting my day. It was quite nice.
You're
Thank
welcome.
You. It's
You're welcome.
a lonely business, the artist in the forest cutting trees.
Beautiful. It's all beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right,
very
you're
much.
welcome. Take care. I'm going to get something to eat.
Okay. Yeah.
Eat. Somewhere to eat.
Downtown, on the left side.
On the left.
On the main street, you'll see you won't be able to get a parking spot. That's the place.
Well,
right
I
there.
don't have a car with me.
Oh, well, then you'll get right
And
in.
I left the horse to home.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
All right, well, thank you very much. You take
Okay.
care now. Have a great
You
day and
too.
have fun doing your
And
thing.
have a great day.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
Love these faces.
Good. Boy, I'll need a good sized log for that head.
Well, everybody, I made it back. And I got me a turkey Reuben sandwich. Not from the same place that I got in the past. From another place. The place that Ron Cowan actually sent me to. Told me to go, and I found it. And what about those spectacular carvings of Ron Cowan? Were they something or what? How can somebody take a chainsaw and do that? He made it look so easy. Well, anyway, enough about him. Let's talk about this. Turkey Reuben. I love turkey Reuben sandwiches. And this one is actually on rye bread, if you can see that. The last one I had, that was on, what was it, sourdough, I believe? Well, anyway, it looks great, and let's try it. Oh, I'm going to try it anyway. No. Fabulous. Well, I guess that'll do it for today. And I don't want to eat in front of you, of course, as you know. But I will see you again in the future. And I want to thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to the next time we all get together on the Children's Corner. I love this sandwich. Where's the pickle? you go.